Poilievre has accepted that endorsement. So it shows that he is the choice of the Trump administration. The very administration that has threatened our sovereignty, threatened our workers, threatened Canadians, he's accepted that endorsement. So we can't expect him to stand up for Canadians. He is chosen by that administration as their guy in Ottawa, their guy here in Canada. And Mark Carney's plan, lots of red flags there. And Pierre Poilievre is not the guy that's going to stand up to Trump. He's the pick of Elon Musk.
Duh, that's the point. Trump is a Republican. Of course, he would prefer a conservative candidate, just like Bernie Sanders would want you, Jugmeat, because you're both a socialist. Same with Biden. He's a Democrat. He would want a liberal. This is nothing new that's going on here. And Jugmeat is using this as a tool for his own personal gain. See, this is the narrative that they're pushing. And even Pierre said pushback too on Trump, that he's not part of it too. So I don't know where this is coming from, but it's exactly what Jugmeat needs. Welcome back to Canada Wide. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's look at the next question for Jugmeat.
My first one is in regards to the talk around doubling the trade tariffs. What would be your response if you were in Washington today? How do you think this should be handled?
Well, again, just to remind Canadians, as we all know, we didn't pick this war. This wasn't a war that we wanted. This is a trade war that Donald Trump started, but we have to fight back. And right now he's doubling tariffs are going to impact steelworkers. The steelworkers have come out loud and clear saying we've got to fight back. We cannot let this continue. So we've got to attack in kind with tariffs. This is, again, a trade war we didn't want, but Donald Trump picked it with the wrong country because we're going to get our elbows up and we're going to fight back. And so that's what the steelworkers want us to fight back. But they also want to make sure that we put in place protections for those workers. And that's why I've said, I believe right now is a time to call Parliament back, put in place protections for workers, put in place an economic plan, and then let's go to an election. We're ready to go. We're ready to go, but workers need some support right now. And these workers in the steel sector, the aluminum sector, do not have that protection in place right now. So we need that done first, and then let's go to an election.
My second question is around that looming election. How concerned is your party about vote splitting, especially with the tariffs now in play? And what would your party do specifically for Vancouver Island?
Well, I tell you, I mean, we got the best Vancouver Island defenders here. You've heard and seen these great MPs fighting for the issues that matter most to the people of Vancouver Island, protecting the environment here, protecting the water, protecting folks when it comes to the cost of living and investing in housing. You know, the priorities that people have on Vancouver Island are the priority of my team. What I would say to folks right now who are wondering who to vote for, who has been there for you? Who is willing to fight for you? And at a time as difficult as what we find ourselves in right now, do you want a banker who has made his career about making lots of money for the super rich? Or do you want someone who's been a fighter in the trenches for you and your family? Do you want someone that's going to give you a voice in Ottawa? Someone that's going to be there for you to fight for you and your family? I think the choice is really clear. If you want someone that's going to fight to make life more affordable, to defend our public healthcare system, that's us. That's New Democrats. We have shown again and again, when you elect us, people benefit, people win. When New Democrats are there for you, you get a better future. We bring in things like dental care and pharmacare and help for workers, protections for workers. So, the choice is an important choice in this election. The plan of Mark Carney has been really clear. He's made it clear who he's on, whose side he's on. He wants tax cuts for millionaires, but he wants to cut your healthcare and cut jobs for working people. That's a bad plan. And Pierre Poilievre wants to cut even more. He wants to cut more, and it's going to cost you a lot. So you got Mr. Cut or Mr. Cut More. That is not a fair future for Canadians. You deserve better, and my plan is to give you better.
Well, on all the polls, they're saying that the Liberals are doing amazing, and NDP are just tanking even further than before how bad they were. So I don't get off why Jugmeat is so confident on here, because he should be upset at Carney, because it looks like people are now leaving the NDP, going for Mark Carney by the looks of it. So it's even getting more depressing for Jugmeat. And I understand too, he's going to get third places in his own riding as well. Thanks for watching Canada Wide. I'm going to make another video with the rest of this interview. I'll put the link over here.